I'm doing some plant chores. Figured I would record and start a vlog. So today is Saturday. So this is going to be a long video. Get ready for it. I have a lot of corms that some are sprouting. I have the corms right here. I had it in a different setup. I just had it in a little container. It was one of those Parmesan cheese container. And I had a little bit of water, and some of them started sprouting. So I've been putting my corms in fluval stratum and then a nice, lovely, dirty self-watering setup, but my corms are rotting. It's probably because it's still cold. Well, it's not really cold today, but it's still like cold on and off. So like that kind of, it's just like my corms are rotting. So since I've moved it to that setup where I put it in this clear container, I don't know where the container is. It's probably in the kitchen because I was washing in that container. And I'm like, let me just do the puddle method a little better. I have it in just a regular pot with a lot of holes. It's just a plant pot, and I have it sitting on top. And I just have a little bit of water touching. Nothing is touching the corms at all. So it's just the humidity. And then I put I'm putting this ice cream thing over it so it can get humidity so it can sprout. This method, I've done this method before many years ago to root some of my other alocasias, and it worked. I haven't done this method in a while, but a few weeks ago when I've noticed all my corms rotted, I'm like, well, I can't do that. So this is what I'm doing. I kind of moved it into a little bit more, it's not really sophisticated because, I mean, it's still a DIY, but this works for me. I don't even know what's in here. I do know there's like 2 or 3 Zabrinas in here, which is great because I think I lost my alocasia Zabrina, which I'm very sad about. I just haven't had time. It's just like, this is it. I haven't had time. There's no roots or anything. I'm going to have to clean it. And this is what, like, we're just going to do a bunch of chores. The other thing I wanted to show you, I'm going to put this one back. Okay, the other one I wanted to show you. So my alocasia longiloba that I paid $60 for is not sprouting anymore. It started and then it stopped. And I had it in this actual setup with like a dome over it. And I had a plant pot over it where there was holes in it to give it some humidity. And it's kind of stopped. And I don't know if the substrate itself is just getting too cold. I don't know. So this is, I'm doing the puddle method again, but this time, so I'm doing it with just like a clear pot. I have a little bit of water. And this is the plant pot, and I just have it on top. I know a lot of people sell these things, sophisticated setup where you can plop it in there like a 3D print item. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna buy that. We DIY a bunch of stuff. So I just have a little bit of water and the corm on top. So the corm itself is not touching the water because this plant pot that I already use is elevated in the middle. So that kind of works. So there's some water on the sides, but nothing at the top. And then I'm just putting a little dome on top to get it a little humidity. So I'm hoping this works because I don't want this to rot. It was doing so well, and there was a little sprout happening, but then it slowed down and stopped. And I just don't want to deal with this rotting. I think if it's like whenever you buy a corm, it's like it's a chance for a plant, and I will no longer be taking that chance ever again with corms. For one thing, the corm that the lady sent me, it's so tiny. It's like, do you see how tiny that corm is? I kind of wanted something bigger since I felt like she had a bunch of other corms available, but you know, it was first comes, first serve. So I don't know. I just hope this grows. If it doesn't, I'm out $60, and I've learned my lesson. No more corms. Done. I'm done. Even if this grows, I'm done. I don't want to take the chance. I'm not that kind of plant hobbyist, plant enthusiast at all. You know, I'm just not into taking those chances when you're not working. Finished watering. Let me see if I can put you in a place where I have my setup a little different now, because all my sewing gear is gone and I'm like doing the sewing room, working on a sewing room today actually. I figured I would still hit record and really just get some work done this week and next week. I don't know if I'll do any tomorrow, but definitely come back on Monday and do some more plant chores. What I'm doing is we're doing a little watering. So the plants that Doug gave me, you would have already seen that video. I am actually I took them out. I took the top out of it and putting it in, I have like my yogurt. This is like a yogurt container that we buy, and it's perfect for plants, especially when there's just small containers like this. It just fits right in there. And this is very top heavy already, so this is ceramic and it works great. So I'm just giving the plants a water that Doug gave me. I am letting it soak up water. I'm kind of dousing it in water and then letting it soak up so then I can empty it and not have root rot. You know, my issue with root rot, I've learned so much over the past few months about plants and, well, actually about Hoyas. So we're just watering these, and I love that these container, I can actually tell which one Doug is. Except for, I don't know if this one, I don't know if I would have a container, the same container for this one. Would it work? I don't know if it will fit. No, it doesn't fit. That sucks. That's okay. I think I'll just use this. There we go. That works. I watered this one yesterday. The other flower opened up. Oh my gosh. In love already. All right, so I'm kind of doing that and watering, and I wanted to show you something else. The plants that we propagated together, I forget when. The Pilea, oh, Natalie, you're getting one of these. I wanted to kind of pot up plants tomorrow for shipping, but I think I'm gonna wait a little. I am gonna wait a little longer. I will send my friend Rachel, a Patreon member. She's getting plants on Monday. So, well, getting plants shipped on Monday. So I'm gonna pack hers up tomorrow. But Natalie, you wanted one of these, so I have a lot. And then the Pilea dark chocolate that we propagated, look how big they are growing. I love this plant so much. So I think my little adventure with getting plants sprouted is definitely on the way. Getting them put for sale will happen soon, because getting the courage to do it, because I'm just so intimidated by selling plants, because I want people to be happy. I don't want anyone to be not happy with what they receive, and I'm kind of anxious about that. I've already watered the ones from Doug, so let that soak up a little bit, and then I'll empty it out so I don't let them stay in soggy water. I flushed this plant. Ooh, I'm gonna probably sell this one off. Oh, am I gonna sell this one? It has pink splashes. When did that happen? Is this probably the light? That's crazy. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be selling this one off. This is the Obavado variegated. I think I'm just gonna give this a water right in here real quick, because it needs a water. This is why I bought these things for propagations, because I can just water right in here and then empty it out when I'm done. All the Hoyas, the leaves are so hydrated. All the Hoyas that I have that's gone through root rot has sprouted a bunch of roots, and I'm bringing them back. It's so nice to have that because my poor plants, and the season of root rot is coming to an end. All right, the Bella should get water. This is my Bella again. It's back to being a big plant, and it has peduncles, and it's gonna flower. There's so much there. This one is kind of full, and it will pop any second. There's a bunch more. Oh my gosh, guys. It's like my plants are back. It's like this is like here what's been going on in our region. I think our last frost was a few days ago, and I think it's over. I think the frost, oh, I can't water in here. I need to water it, but I need to, okay, I'll water right here. I think that all the, like the really cold temperatures are done now. This is my Hoya water. I've watered the seedlings with Hoya water. The Hoya water has a little bit more fertilizer in it. Well, not like over the top fertilizer, but it has a little bit more than I usually do, because like now that it's spring, I have so much blooms. So, all right, let that soak up. I'm planning to do this week. Of course, things can change, but what my plan is, and then I want to set up the Hoyas that Doug gave me in my little IKEA portable greenhouse, where I can still like quarantine the plants and have them kind of separate from my plants, but they'll still be here, but they'll be in an enclosure, and that's it. And then I'll come back on tomorrow or Monday, and we'll do some more things. Oh, let me show you some things that I trellised the Hoya insularis, and it looks so cute. Absolutely love. I love it so much. It was kind of growing all here and climbing on this, but this morning I finally just decided to put it on a trellis, and let's see how it does. Hoya Carmelie is a little wrinkled. I gave it a water. This insularis is going to my friend. I'm actually gonna, let me just put it aside. I'm gonna give it a water. It's going to my friend in shipment with this plant right here, this one. And then I need to chop I need to chop this giant plant that I propagated with like 2-leaf cutting. I'm gonna propagate this for Natalie. So the problem with this though is that it stresses a lot during shipment. It's like silver. Can you see that silver? That's crazy. Very pretty. I'm probably gonna cut till here, maybe. Yeah, I'll cut till here, so she'll have this to grow roots, and she can chop it up if she wants. She's also getting one with a peduncle. There's a peduncle right in there too. This plant flowers so frequently once summer, like summer. Oh, there's peduncles on there's literally peduncles on every node. Every node you have, there's peduncles. Crazy. I'm waiting to chop it because the plant stresses a little bit. Probably chop it maybe tomorrow, and I'll put it in water, but I don't want that plant to stress. Maybe I think it would do well in fluval, so maybe I'll pot it up in fluval. Maybe I'll do that and see if that helps the stress of it, because it's like, for some reason that plant stresses during shipment. Hoya Bella can get put back now. Got watered. Could you believe this plant? I have it facing all this way because I want to see all the leaves. It's in the back of it's on the top of the cabinet. So I'm just really glad this plant is bouncing back and we have all this new growth, and look how beautiful those leaves are. So I was tempted to take this plant and put it back in the east window, but I'm afraid. Maybe I have like more bellas, so maybe I can put that one in the east window and see how it does. And then leave this one here. I don't know. I have another one. Let me show that to you. Yeah, you're just so good over there. All right, this is the Bella in the IKEA cabinet. Look how dark and perfect those leaves are. There's not one blemish on this at all. And this is in a self-watering pot. Shocked. And soil. So weird. I don't know. I didn't want to put it in pon because of how heavy pon is. I think like Leca would do well with it, but it's gonna bloom too. It's gonna bloom. And I have another one in the bedroom that I'm growing in pon. I'm testing that experiment out. Yeah, I have so much like plant material I will be giving away, and I will be experimenting. So it's a fun year for that. I just saw this. Okay, my Aslanii is the only one that took to this method of rooting, of getting a corm going. There's, all right, I just want to, why is my hair in here? Okay, there's like roots coming out, and there's a little sprout here. And I have 2 corms in here. So this one took well. And I have a lot of perlite in here versus fluval. So maybe that is why. I'm looking forward to seeing this. My Aslanii is no more. I already have to make changes to the IKEA cabinet because plants are just growing like crazy. This is the begonia ice hybrid I got. And I have it growing in Leca on top and pon on the bottom. It is growing wild. There's so much new plants in here. Oh my gosh. So this took really well to Leca. The other begonia white ice did not take well. So that's good to see. I kind of want the leaves to be a little bit more green, not muted green, but it's just it's doing so well. Yeah, crazy. The internal spacing is so short. Wow. And I'm dropping water. That's nice. It's like we have a plant growing in the plant. That's good. I'm going to take cuttings from this and make other plants, and then I'm going to sell this too. I only have a window to sell begonias because they just don't really ship well at all. Because when I receive begonias, they just don't look good. So I have a window between spring and summer, and that is like the only time I would probably kind of sell begonias. Okay, so I guess this is like more of an update right now before I continue telling you what I have to do. My sunrise is exploding in growth. Could you believe it? Hoya root rot is behind me. I am so grateful, so grateful. But I'm glad I have this plant back because this is one that I really wanted. Let me see what the roots kind of look like now. Yeah, it looks good. Wow. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Okay, there is one more update. Okay, so this Anthurium I got, I forget when. I got it February. And I just got my new leaf, like the new leaf out of juvenile stage. And it's a Anthurium Wonder Boy crossed with Michelle. This is like my first one that has Michelle in it. And I like it. I like the coloring of it quite a lot. Yes, this is nice. So I'm getting back into Anthuriums again. Look how thick the roots are. I'm excited to see about growing this one. I'm going to continue watering and cleaning up, but this is the area I am working on next week. I have to get this organized and cleaned up. A lot of my propagations are here. I have a new plant in here. This is the Regal Shield, and this is the new leaf. Do you see how big that is? Yeah, it's gonna be a big plant. I know where I'm gonna put it. It's gonna go in the other room, in the other west window that I have. That's where it's gonna go, in my new sewing room. So I'm gonna have plants in there as well. So I'm gonna clean this area up, and I think that will be perfect for me to work on. Like, instead of thinking I'm gonna work on like 5 things, this is the area I wanted to get cleaned up, organized, rescued. This is my begonia ferox that needs a rescue from myself, and I'm planning to do a video where I rescue it from start to finish. So you guys are gonna see the kind of like stages of it, I guess. Today is Tuesday. I did not film yesterday on Monday. I did do a lot of things in the plant room, but I was doing it in the evening, and then my tripod is broken. There's a taller tripod I have that I use to capture B-roll. That broke a few weeks ago, and I've not replaced it yet. I'll replace it in a few weeks. There is a hair. Okay, so my agenda for today, I'm going to show you some things that I did yesterday and then kind of continue working. I want to post some plants on my Facebook community page for people to pick up, like free plants. I got to get rid of some. So I'm going to be getting rid of some plants today. I think I'll just show you which ones I'm going to get rid of. I don't know how long it'll take for somebody to want it. See what I mean? This is tripod. This tripod is short. I don't like it because, like, if I get closer, it cuts me off. Oh, okay. So I was able to clear up this space that I talked about in my video on Saturday. So I did clear it up. I cleaned. I threw away some plants as well because there were some plants that had rotted. So I'm trying to sprout this one, the Alocasia zebrina, and the top of it fell yesterday, and I actually ended up potting some things up. I did so much yesterday. I chopped up my chia pens that my friend gave me. I chopped it up, and the bottom, where is it? Okay. So the bottom portion is here, and the rest of it have been chopped up, and I'm keeping the top part and then probably giving away the rest of them. I might just keep like a few plants so I can pot them all together. I'm not going to put it on a moss pole. I will be putting it on a regular pole. I have no time for moss balls. So there is something I want to show you in the plant room. I have some new shelves. Let me take it a little further so you can see the whole scope of it. So these shelves are on wheels. I actually wanted this shelf to be at the west window to replace those wooden shelves that I have. So these are the white shelves. So the great thing about these shelves is that it's one shelf. So it's like multi-purpose kind of shelves, because these two shelves, this one back here, could turn into one shelf on top of another. So this one could turn into one, or it could be divided into two different separate shelves like how I have it set up. And that's how I was going to have it set up at the west window. So I bought this, I think before my birthday. I was just thinking, oh, I need to set a good time to, you know, move all the plants out to replace the shelves. But then, the more I was thinking about it, this area was completely clear because I had a desk in here, and my the spare bedroom in our house is now turned into a sewing room, and I moved everything out that was office related because I had my office in here. So I moved my office back to right here, and this was open. So I was just envisioning what I wanted to do with the space, and I just didn't know. I thought maybe it could be a place where I can put my walking pad so I can walk in here. But then the more I looked at it, the more I can say the more I looked at it. So I actually been rearranging here, kind of cleaning some things up. All the sewing materials have been moved. So because of that, I've had to like put a bunch of stuff in here. And I had some plant shelves in here. And when I put the plant shelves in here, I had some soil that I made. I just plopped it in here. While I was cleaning in here, I found myself needing to repot real quick. And because I had the soil already plopped onto the plant shelves, I was like, oh, I have my soil right here. So I just did a repot real quick. And I'm like, well, that was really nice and easy. Let me see if I can do more. So I did a little bit more repots, and then I was like disappointed in a way, because now the brown shelves is going to stay brown. I can't buy more shelves. I think like until then maybe next year I'll get more shelves, but these shelves weren't, I mean, they were cheap, but not really cheap. So these shelves, I figured these shelves would be perfect for that area because they can grow with you. Because I can make this into one shelf by adding the other one that I have back here on top of it. Or I can make it smaller. It comes smaller. I can even remove, there's another shelf here. I can remove this and make it and turn it into a shorter shelf for seedlings if I wanted to. I just had all these ideas for it, but then this space opened up, and now I am going to be transitioning it fully into a little repotting area for me. It's still a work in progress because I was repotting yesterday, and so I have like my little tray here and my soil. So this really makes everything so much easier. There's all my repotting things that I need. I do need to add some more things on here. Added some orchid clips here. There's some plants that I figured would do well with being started off here because there's a light. And I'm still trying to move some things around. What I'll do is fully transition that area to the repotting area, and then clean up this area here that I started yesterday, continue working and cleaning it up. And I think that would be it for today. I don't want to do too much because I'm just, you know, I've been kind of not feeling, I think you guys hear that a lot from me, not feeling great, but it is the reality of having chronic illness. But I'm just not feeling up to doing anything lately, but I do have to get things done, and I pushed myself. I pushed myself yesterday. So I think fully transitioning this to the repotting area would be perfect for today. I do want to film again tomorrow. Let's start the thing. And I forget, it's like I forgot where I put everything. I'm looking for, oh, here it is. All right, I found it. This is what you need to make the shelves stop moving because the dividers, like this, this like can get shorter. It can get moved really easy. But in order to stop that from happening, there is something you have to put in there, and I wanted to. All right, so that's gonna stay in one place. Let's put on the other side. I think I will always leave it as a rolling shelf because I might want to take it out of the closet area, and maybe I could stand up and do a repot if I wanted to. That would be nice instead of having to sit down over there. But this is the plan. I also have that other shelf back there. I want to see if it measures. If it measures so I can like move it. All right, let's see if this shelf measures, if I could move it to this area. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, I could totally move the shelf this way, and then I have more room, and I can walk through. Okay, we're gonna do that today. I think that is a wrap for today. Let me show you what I've done. Okay, so here is the setup. It's not completely finished yet. I'm going to continue working on it probably tonight or maybe tomorrow. But you don't really want to see the details of me getting this together. This is going to be where I do some of my repots off camera. But yeah, this is great. I love that I can have my these little bamboo trellis like available for me and not have to keep running around the house looking for where I put it. A lot of things in here are going to be like available for when I need it, and I like that very much. I am still cleaning it up. I mean, I still have to clean up this stuff. So this area, this is, I moved that plant shelf that was there, and I put the 2 crates here just so I can kind of make the space a little bit more usable. The other thing, the plant shelf is actually in the living room. I would have taken you with me there, but the dogs are sleeping. But the bottom part of these shelves will be also rehabbing area as well as the top. I'm gonna move some plants around and stuff, but there's a lot of plants. You know, my linearis is still propagating. I had to chop it up yesterday again because there was rot. There's all these other plants that's propagating. This one, it needs some help. So yeah, there's a lot going on this side, but this is going to be like my plant rehab area right here. And I'm hoping eventually it's going to turn into a small area like this instead of having all this and the other room. I think that is a wrap. Today is done. I'm going to have lunch and we'll continue working tomorrow. I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow, but it's either going to be moving some plants to the south window or continue doing some rehabs. I am going to take pictures of these today and get it posted in our Facebook group. There's other plants I'm going to be getting rid of. My euphorbia, I'm going to be getting rid of it. It's just, I don't know. It's not, I don't want it. I'm done with it. I hate that I've turned into that plant lady that's done with plants. Certain plants. I'm just done with it. And I just need somebody else to take it off my hands that will give it a good home. I'm not going to chuck it. This plant is completely fine and needs a better home than what I can give it. And I'm sure somebody would love to have this. And the other plants that I have to give away. So I'm really curating my collection this year for the plants that I really do want. I did get some plants from like as gifts, and so those plants are actually plants that there's like 2 of those plants that came that were like wish list, and I am making room for it because they're eventually going to get big. But it won't be for a while that they'll get big. Probably 2 summers. In the next 2 summers, it'll take for that plant to get big. So there's some time, but I know that that is a plant I'm going to keep forever. So I'm making room for it. But I'll see you tomorrow and I'll let you know what I've done because these are getting posted. So hopefully somebody will claim these for themselves. I'm giving it away for free in my neighborhood. Whoever wants to come pick it up, because I'm not meeting anyone. I am not leaving this house. Oh my gosh. I just posted all the plants that I'm going to declutter on Facebook community page, in my town. And oh my gosh, it's like work because I have to manage the messages and all the like people want to claim it. I'm giving away this plant. I think what I'm gonna do is take off 2 leaves. Oh, I'll take off 3 leaves so I could propagate and do a video on it because I already have another plant that I started from a propagation. I'm gonna have more plants for decluttering later on in the year. So I wonder if I can just like figure out an easier way to manage this because like I even called the flower shop that's in our area and they was gonna take all my plants if nobody claimed it. I didn't think people were gonna take my plants. I didn't think so. I thought I was gonna have to work to get these like claimed for free. So the pink princess is gone. Everything's gone. What I'm gonna do is have everyone pick it up in front of my house at a certain time, so I don't have to deal with the driving part. So yeah, okay. This is so great that I was able to kind of get rid of some plants. I'm checking in on Wednesday, and I wanted to get some other things done today, but I didn't even hook up the microphone because I'm in a hurry. So now I have to get boxes for these plants to sit outside the house at a specific time. So I just got rid of like 7 plants. I think even more for my collection. Yay. Okay, it is, what's today? Today is Thursday. It's Thursday. Yesterday, I gave away a bunch of plants, including my big spider plant and my begonia summer storm. I'm gonna miss the summer storm, but I did clip off a few leaves. I'll show it to you later. I wanted to get on here and say, oh my gosh, I hit 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. Listen, that is a big deal for me. I know that's a small number to some people, but for me, it is a pretty large number and a big deal. I remember when I had 10 subscribers. Thank you for those who subscribed. Listen, I appreciate it so much. I just wanted to get on here and celebrate. Cheers to 3,000 subscribers. I'm very thankful for it. I want more, but I'm okay with waiting. I know I'm not the best at YouTube, but I promise you I'm learning. I learn something every day, and let's see how this goes. I'm not quitting anytime soon, although at least twice a month I talk about quitting YouTube. But on the agenda for today is to clean out the east window shelf that the plants left. I'm going to clean those out and add some more plants to it that I have in this plant room. I am really trying to get, oh, it's 7 o'clock. Crap. Okay, I'll be back. Lobo gets his medication now, so I'm gonna go do that and come back. Hold on, Sachi. Yeah. Okay, I finished my coffee and I wanted to still go over what I was gonna do today. Clean out the shelves in the east sliding glass door, east window, so we can put plants there that I decluttered. I gotta pick some plants in this plant room for the south window. I'll show you what I mean because we've installed some dowels in the south window and a west window to hang plants, and it's I had this idea when I had all my healthy Hoyas, but now I don't have all my Hoyas are not healthy anymore. I had ideas to put my Crimson Queen and Crimson Princess in the window so I can get blooms this year, but since everything's in rehab, so I'll have to choose some other plants in here. And it's kind of difficult because I don't have a lot of hanging plants anymore or hanging Hoyas. However, I did find two yet last night when I was like scanning the room. I have the Hoya Carmelie and I have another Hoya that I could do, and they're small, so it's not gonna look like lush in my window yet, not yet, but there's hope. I want to try, I have so much linearis now because I've chopped it up. I maybe try the linearis in the south window. Our south windows are not as harsh as some other south windows because we live in Indiana. Indiana is like permacloud, you know, like today it's cloudy. It's like surprise, surprise. It's cloudy here in Indiana. So yeah, that's some things I'm doing today. And I think I want to put this Hoya compacta variegated in the south window. I think the pot will be able to hold it in there. So that will go. My idea for this plant is to see if I can get it to branch from here so I could, you know, like everything is white. I mean, it's growing and there's an all white patch here, but this stem here is more woody than this stem. So I'm thinking of doing notching right here so I can get the plant to branch so it'll start growing because I don't want to chop this. I just have a hard time chopping this plant. I don't want to chop this plant. Yeah, that's kind of my idea. If any one of you have done that, let me know. I have some ideas to do some crafts on here too, but not on this vlog. A few things I want to make for another vlog. So one, I'm going to be making a plant pot caddy, which it's this, but I'm making it for bigger pots. So I have my plant pots hanging on this, and it just comes in so handy because I don't have to put things on a shelf. I just put it in the sleeve. So plant pot sleeve, I guess. And the other thing I wanted to try to make is a Hoya a cup caddy to hold Hoya nectar. I have my Hoya ovavara that's going to bloom, and that plant secretes a lot of nectar, so I'm going to have to put something underneath it. So I figured before that happens, I can make something to hold it. And then the other idea I have, okay, so the other idea I have to craft, I want to make something to fit in this outer pot because it is clear. I want something to fit here like a sleeve, but not really fabric, although I see like fabric would really do well, but there is an idea I have for it. So it's a sleeve for all my clear hydroponic pots, so I don't get the algae. And it's a craft and I have to buy some things for it, but I think I'll do that on the channel in the next month. So it will be like a planned craft vlog with a bunch of things. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna do some administration stuff because I have to reply to comments from the video I posted yesterday. I think today's gonna be when I get a lot of stuff done today, and I'll close the vlog today and start another one next week because I kind of want to do a little bit more vlogs just so I can get like plant chores done in a vlog style setting instead of just doing plant chores. All right, let's get this day started. So I've mainly finished this area. All right, I have my soil here and this is where I'll do some repotting. I do have to clean this because I was working in this a few days ago. I have shelves with things that I'm going to be using. I have plant tags, I have orchid clips, and I have some plants. This one, I'm rooting this plant here in soil, and I need to take care of this peperomia hope, so I have it right here. Everything is organized to for right now. As actually, this needs to go into my, I need to move this. This has to go in the bathroom. So let's move this now. I've been looking for this for the longest and I found it when I was organizing. So everything's all set. I have some trellises here that I'm going to be kind of reaching for and using as I repot some of my Hoyas. I have my green trellises here, put like plant stakes and some trellising here that I like to use. I just like that everything's available now for me. I have this little cart that I have a lot of my substrates in that I'm using, and I just put it back over here. Yeah, I think this is gonna be working for now. As I use this area, I'll see what needs to get done, but as of right now, this is the closet. The closet has changed over the years so much for me, but I think this is where it's going to stay. I have no more sewing materials in here. It is in a new sewing room. I need to get this part organized because I need to make room for, I need to put these things in the basement. I love that area. So the next thing that I need to do is clean out this area right here. Figuring out filming and positioning of the camera is not fun when you're not working in the middle of the room. But this area I need to clear out and move the pots. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be 1 o'clock. Okay, we'll actually do this right now because I have to do it. I just flushed my Polynera and I'm gonna be giving it some nutrient water. But one of the things that has happened to my beautiful Polynera, a plant just grew out of that area in the leca, so I'm gonna have to chop the plastic. I'm gonna see if I can bring you closer to do this. I don't want to chop that off because for me to get more leaves on the Polynera is great. Polynera behaving really well these days, and I think the magic for me was using leca. I think it had to do with watering, having it consistently moist. The one in soil is just not happening, not doing well. But let me see if I can get this plant out of there. and I did not want to disturb this plant. But I am really trying not to hurt that stem. Okay. It is way more free, but I think I could try to pull it through. Without disturbing a lot of the roots. Oh my gosh. Yay, it worked. Okay, so now let's put this back. Should I use a different setup maybe? All right, let's take a look at the Polyneura roots. Okay, so this completely rotted off. And there is a little bit attached to this thing right here, but look how nice the roots are. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is maybe, I don't have anything here, repot it in a different pot maybe. Gonna need an upsize anyway soon, so. Oh, right. I think what I'll do is just use this one. This one's a little bit bigger. Yeah, this is a little bit bigger. And there's no holes on the sides, so any other plants can grow out of. That is what I'll do. I'll be able to put a little bit more leca in there. And then this is clear. This pot is clear. And this pot is covered. So I'm going to try that for the Polyneura right now. And see how that works. I hate that I have to change things up on it, but it needed a little bit of a change. All right, so this leca is dried, but there's some moisture in here. I have washed it. So I'm just gonna use this. Do you know how much leca pieces fall when I do any kind of repot with it? Oh, right. I think this is a little better. Okay, so I'm gonna go flush it again. All right, I've finished mostly everything except putting the plants in the south window, but I just got packages and they're plants. So I figured I would just open it here with you. Philodendron lemon lime, another one, because I kind of wanted a little bigger size one. The one I have is on the small side, and these leaves are not doing great, but the new leaves that are coming in are doing good. So I kind of wanted a bigger one. I'm really getting into the hanging philodendrons because I have all this hanging space now. Okay, this one looks so much better than this one. This one's definitely gonna go hang out in my bathroom for a little bit. Take a wild guess what kind of plants these are. Wild guess. They're Hoyas, but they're cuttings. Ooh. Ooh, fancy, fancy. Oh, it's another Kamingiana albo. This shop and when I had ordered from her a few months ago, and she sent me some plants and some of them didn't make it. So she said the next time I order, she'll give me extra stuff. So this is the next time that I decided to do an order. Ooh, oh, yay! This one, oh my goodness, I have wanted this Hoya. Rotuta Flora. Oh, yay! I've been looking at this one. The leaves are so funky. They look like little, like press-on nails. How pretty. Okay, that's exciting. Oh, okay. A Hoya Chelsea. Yeah, I don't care for a Hoya Chelsea. Because I don't think I have a Hoya Chelsea. No, but I don't really care for that. But I mean, I can always gift cuttings to other people that. And this one is a Wilbur Graves China, another one. I have so much of those. I'm just getting a lot of repeated Hoyas now from this seller. This one is a Hoya Silver Lady. It's probably a Carnosa. I am actually doing a propagation experiment on the channel soon, so that's kind of why I got these Hoyas. And this one is the Nova Ghost. I already have one of these, but it's good to have more so I can do my experiments. This one is, oh, I don't have this one. Cool, that's nice. And it's like a small leaf Hoya, so it would be a nice hanging Hoya. Another Matilde. I don't need any more of those, but that's okay. This is like a Hoya mystery box cuttings, and it's like $20. Maybe I'll do like a mixed pot of Hoyas. That would be nice, something that I would love to do. All right, so now the room is finished. The plant room is organized. This is organized. It's not like pretty looking organized. I like to have everything in order and then work with it for like a month to see how everything works and what I need to move around. So yeah, I think this is great for now. So I'm gonna get this area right here tidied up, and then we're gonna choose some plants to add to the south window because I need to get that finished. I'm gonna do a time lapse of getting all the plants in, and then I'll give you guys a final look on how everything looks. There's nothing that I really need to repot anymore because I think I've done all of that. But if anything needs to get repotted, it's gonna get repotted later. I'm not gonna be doing anything like that today. I want to be done. I'm just tired. All the plants are in place. I'm still trying to figure out if I want some of the plants here, but I had to, some of the macrame, I had to tie it to be able to hang in this window right here. But I have some plants here. I even moved the Bella back. The Bella is back in the east area, and she's already blooming. I'm not sure how she's gonna do here since she struggled last year, but she is in a better setup, so let's see. I'm gonna give you guys a final look around to see how everything looks. South window and that west window. I will give you a final look at everything, how they look right now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Enjoy the rest of your day, and always remember you are loved.